In the middle of a crowded city, where bills come faster than dreams, lived a man named Ravi, a 27-year-old food delivery rider. He woke up every day at 5 a.m., not to chase dreams, but to chase time. His aging scooter coughed on every turn, his phone was cracked, his shirt always 2 washes away from being threadbare, but he never complained, because in his world, complaining didn't pay rent. Ravi's life was a cycle: work, deliver, earn, pay, repeat. His mother was bedridden, his younger brother dropped out of college, and Ravi was the only one standing between them and starvation. He delivered food in the rain, during heat waves, and even when he had a fever. Every order was a drop of dignity in an ocean of debt. But life has its own cruel timing. One evening, during heavy rain, Ravi's old scooter broke down in the middle of a highway flyover. He tried to kickstart it, again and again. Nothing. No one stopped to help. He sat there, drenched, knees to chest, staring at the fast-moving cars and his slow-moving life. And then, he broke down. For the first time in years, he let the tears flow.
Why always me?
He whispered.
I'm not lazy. I don't drink. I work more than I sleep. Still, I'm stuck.
Just then, a sleek black car pulled over. A middle-aged man stepped out, holding an umbrella.
Need help?
Ravi hesitated but nodded. They pushed the scooter to the side. The man handed him a thermos cup from his car.
Have some tea. You look like you need it.
They sat in silence, 2 strangers, one soaked in rain, the other in reflection.
What's your story?
The man asked. Ravi gave a tired smile.
Same as millions. Born poor, stayed poor. Trying not to die poor.
He told him everything. The long hours, the EMIs, his mother's treatment, the canceled dreams, the failed job interviews, and the times he stood in line for free rice packets during the lockdown. He ended with,
I wanted to become a graphic designer once, but that was another life.
The man listened silently and then said,
Life doesn't punish effort. It just delays the reward sometimes.
He scribbled something on a card and handed it to Ravi.
Meet this person. He's starting a small delivery tech startup. He might need someone like you.
Ravi stared at the card, unsure.
Why are you helping me?
The delivery boy asked. The man smiled.
Because I know how it feels to sit on a flyover, broken and invisible.
The next day, Ravi showed up at the startup office. He wore his cleanest clothes, borrowed shoes from his neighbor, and carried his resume in a worn-out plastic folder. But the receptionist barely looked at him.
Sorry, the vacancy just got filled.
Rejection. Again. He stood outside the building for an hour, unsure if he should cry or scream. But instead, he wrote a message to the man who helped him.
I went, but they rejected me. Thank you, anyway.
He didn't expect a reply, and he'd get back to his daily life, but next day he got a reply.
Come to my office and meet me.
Ravi was just expecting another interview and rejection, as always. He met him at his office because he had no choice but to try again. It turned out, he wasn't just a friend of the founder, he was the founder of the company. He looked at Ravi and said,
I didn't want someone who walks in when it's easy. I wanted someone who shows up even the door is shut.
Ravi got the job, but things wasn't easy. He had to learn to use apps, write emails, manage orders on a laptop, all things he had never done. Ravi couldn't get with everyone because of his weak communication. He was slower than others. He made mistakes. Once, he even crashed a bike during delivery and broke his arm. For 2 months, he almost gave up. But then he remembered. He had survived worse. He started staying back after hours, watching YouTube tutorials on Excel and English. He stopped scrolling social media and started reading business stories. 6 months later, Ravi was promoted. 1 year later, he was leading a team of 15. He rented a better home, got his brother back into college, and paid off all his debt. He even bought a new scooter, but kept the old one in the corner of his house. Not to ride it, but to remember. To remember that the world may reject you, mock you, delay your success, but it cannot stop you if you choose not to stop. Friends, people like Ravi are everywhere. Maybe you're one of them, stuck, struggling, surviving. But here's the truth. Struggle is not a sign of weakness. It is the initiation ritual of strength. The world may give you nothing, but if you keep showing up, keep learning, keep failing forward, then one day, the very world that ignored you will applaud your name. It's okay to break down. It's okay to be rejected. It's okay to be tired. But it's never okay to quit. He made enough money to live without worry, enough to breathe, enough to dream again. So if your scooter breaks down, your spirit doesn't have to. Because no matter how broken your beginning is, success is still easy to achieve if you don't stop walking toward it. If this story inspired you, please like the video, share it with a dreamer you know, and subscribe for more stories that light a spark inside you.